Hello everybody, Good Pretty Q here with a birthday ball. Another game for the Pick Your Poison game jam. So this one's a visual novel and it looks cardverse based. That is all I know. Let's go. It's a me, Mari. Whoa! What you know? Feliciano? What are you doing here at this hour? It's even early even for me.
This morning we received a letter from Lovey.
Ah, must be Saborga. We did? What's it say?
We cordially invite you to Princess Michelle's birthday ball.
Yes, Seychelles. I'm not attending.
If you let me finish, there's a note from Lovey at the bottom. You better drag Marcellino's sorry ass to this ball. Don't take any excuses from him. So you're going.
I have to babysit Thurston.
No, you don't.
What?
I already checked in with Tina and Birdwald. Heh heh.
You did?
That's right, Marcellino. Which means you can't use that excuse again.
Excuse? Never. Every time I said I had to babysit, I've had to.
Uh-huh. So that's why I saw Thurston at the Valentine Ball. When I confirmed with you 5 minutes earlier at the Valentine Festival.
Okay, that was one time. I'm a changed man now.
Uh-huh. That's why I caught you doing it just now.
Come
Come on, Marcellino. I don't understand why you don't like parties. You usually love socializing.
It's not the socializing that I don't like. It's the stuffy clothes and the dull formal energy everyone holds. Hate it. No one seems to have fun at those things. Not to mention, the conversations get dull fast because everyone's trying too hard to stay composed.
But that doesn't happen.
I left the noble life for a reason. You did? I have more freedom as a simple farmer and enjoy the life away from those parties.
But Lovey wants to see you.
Lovey will be busy. He'll probably say hi and then leave me alone.
Marcellino.
I'm pretty sure it's Marcellino.
Please, you're being extremely difficult. Teenagers, I swear.
Okay, well, even if I did want to go, I don't have any clothes besides the ones I work in.
I can solve that for you.
I really don't have a choice, do I?
Nope. Ludwig, Kiko, and I will come by later to take you with us. Ciao.
And now I'm stuck here. Meh. Standing by the alcohol, trying to ignore how stuffy these clothes are. I hate these parties so much. I haven't even seen Lovino, so why did it make it such a big deal that I had to come? The atmosphere is suffocating. No one's having fun. No one is letting loose. This is no fun. This is a travesty. I saw King Francis walk up to the front of the ballroom and the music stopped. Welcome, everyone. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming here to celebrate my lovely Princess Michelle. I probably should have been looking at the king and listening to what he had to say. But I was looking at the princess. She was gorgeous and so regal. The way she presented herself. Oh. King Francis was going on about how it was her birthday and how old she was and blah blah blah, sentimental father stuff. But I was focusing on that. I was focusing on her. I could go on and on about how gorgeous she was. She is, currently. I'm looking at her. But that would get repetitive and boring. I wonder if I could talk to her. Probably not. It is her party, so she'll probably be going around talking around to everybody. Everyone. Nah. But if she goes around talking to everyone, that means she would eventually come over to me. Would it be weird if I asked her to dance? I'm sure it wouldn't be. Are there rules on what's appropriate for nobility turned common folk? I kinda wish I'd listen to Grandpa and now that I'm freaking out for no apparent reason. Feliciano ended up nudging me with his elbow, snapping me out of my train of thought.
Marcellino, are you okay? You've been blushing and staring at the same spot for a few minutes.
I'm fine, don't worry. Donk. So, the clothes haven't suffocated you yet. You're adorable! Look at you! I love your clothes! I love you! You aren't going to die? No, Lovey, I'm not dying. Ah, look at look at your face. It's so red like a little tomato. Wait. Thanks? Feliciano and Lavina went on either side of me, both throwing an arm around my oh my goodness, so sorry. Around my shoulders.
So why is your face so red, Flirtolino?
Did someone catch your eye?
If that's the case, you know you're supposed to tell us first.
I let the noble life for a reason. This is that reason. Hey! I chuckled. You both know I'm kidding, I hope. Unfortunately, I received a playful smack on the back for that one. I'm kidding, I love you both.
We love you too. But you're not getting at answering our question, even if you start blushing.
Who caught your eye? No one. No, don't worry. I was just hot, that's all. I call bullshit. Do you think we're that stupid?
We went to bed yesterday.
Maybe.
Marcellino, you can tell us anything.
But what if I don't? What if I don't wanna to? I'm a full-grown adult. Listen to him. Thinks he's an adult. Lovey, I'm 23.
Why? No, you're not. You just moved out last week.
Not funny, Philly.
I'm serious.
We'll talk about this later. But I'm serious, guys. No one caught my eye. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna try and enjoy the fancy stuff I usually can't afford. Excuse me. I managed to get myself out of their arms and back away from them. I honestly didn't get very far from them because I was already at the alcohol, so I took another glass and walked away to find another thing to do. I appreciate talking to my brothers, especially Lovey, since I see him only a few times a year. But was the teasing necessary? Really? I'm an adult, a capable one at that. Fuck 'em. I have a stable job, and I haven't had to crawl back to them once. Heck, Philly can't even remember when I left. I think his age is getting to him. Lovey didn't even correct him. So does he even remember? Ugh, older brothers. I love them, but they can be so annoying.
Excusez-moi. How are you doing?
Are you doing alright? I looked up and saw the princess standing before me.
You've been glaring at your drink, and I just wanted to make sure you're doing alright.
Yes, I'm alright. Just family stuff. I don't want to bore you.
Ah, I see. Is there any way I could help, or...?
No, it's your birthday. Besides, this is a normal occurrence. An annoying one, but normal.
If you say so.
I'm sorry if my sorrow move disrupted you in any way. I bowed to her, taking her hand and kissing it softly. She giggled at I almost said jiggled, so just wiggled. She giggled at the gesture.
Don't say that. I wanted to make sure everyone's having a good time.
That's very kind of you. But I'm alright, don't worry. She gave a curt nod, but didn't walk away. She stayed by me and continued looking at me.
What is your name?
My name is Marcellino Vargas. At your service, your highness.
You're a...
Blech, almost gave her tongue.
You're a Vargas?
Unfortunately. She giggled at the fake disappointment.
I should have been able to tell. My name is Michelle. It is a pleasure to meet you, Marcellino.
The pleasure is mine.
Do you have anyone you are spending time with tonight?
Not particularly. I really don't want to go back to my brothers. What about you?
Well, I could make another round with guests if I wanted to. Or I could try to talk to my friends from other kingdoms. But they are partners and do not see each other very often, so they are dancing together and I don't want to interrupt them.
Ah, I see.
Is she
trying to drop hints that she wants to spend time tonight with me? Is that what she's doing? Me? Being flirted with? Cat walking backwards gif. Why don't we keep each other company?
You mean it?
Of course! I'm sure tonight will be enjoyable with you keeping me company. She grinned at me. The music changed and I saw Michelle's face light up.
Ah, this is my favorite song.
Really?
My mother used to hum it to me.
Why don't you go dance to it?
It's difficult to dance without a partner.
She looked at me expectantly. I chuckled and held out my hand to her. May I have this dance? Princess.
Yes, you may.
Ah, it's cute as hell. She placed her hand in mine, pulling us toward the center. I put an arm around her and began to dance with her. I could hear Michelle hum the song as we danced, a smile never leaving her face. I couldn't help smiling at her as the song kept playing. I twirled her and she giggled.
You're pretty good at this.
I'm glad I didn't forget everything I learned. She giggled as I twirled her again.
Me too.
She went back to humming. We kept pace for the energetic waltz. As the song progressed, Michelle's smile grew more into a grin as she continued to enjoy herself. At the end of the song, I dipped her. Dip? It didn't entirely fit, but I wanted to. I looked down at her. She was grinning and looked adorable. She seemed like she really enjoyed herself. I helped her stand straight again and smiled at her.
That was fun.
I'm glad you had so much fun. Is there anything you would like me to do now? She thought for a moment.
Want to leave?
What?
As in the ballroom and go outside. It'll be quieter out there and not as hot and stuffy. There's a nice summer breeze out tonight. What do you say?
That sounds wonderful. She took my hand, leading me out of the ballroom to the garden. Pretty. Wow, the garden is beautiful.
Isn't it? I enjoy spending time out here when I can.
Are you someone who enjoys the outdoors?
Yes. Do you?
I'm a farmer, so I think I would.
Really? You're a farmer?
Yeah. I wanted to become a farmer to provide for people.
Oh, that is very sweet of you.
Well, thank you.
What else can you tell me about yourself?
You're interested in hearing about me?
Of course. Why wouldn't I be?
I'm not used to people wanting to hear about me. Usually they're just like, ugh, no, and then leave me behind. The only people who ever want to hear about me are 3 12-year-olds.
3 12-year-olds?
Yeah, the names are Thorsten, Peter, and Y. I babysit Thorsten often. His dad's worked in the palace, which is how I met Thorsten in the first place. I don't really know how to describe Thorsten other than generally good kid, and I enjoy watching him. The other two I see are Y and Peter. Those two are Joker children that kept randomly teleport them to my house at times and hang out with me.
I thought there was only one Joker child.
Y became a Joker through an experiment King Alfred held during the war. Whoa! Baby girl, no!
That's awful.
It was. She's gotten better at just accepting that it happened, and she's terrified of the king. I don't blame her. Rightfully so. I would be too. Anyway, I enjoy their company though, especially Peter's enthusiasm. Makes my day more enjoyable. And then having Y there to even them out is also nice. There's kids I only see during the Valentine's Day festival. I wish they would visit more often, honestly. You know Roderick?
The Jack Clumps?
He has a kid he brings to the Valentine's Day festival. The name is Mocha, and they're always drawing on the flower fields while the others make flower crowns. Lastly, there are 2 teenagers closer to my age. One of them, Y's brother, James, and the other one is Jake. Ugh, that came out Australian. I honestly wish I could see them all often, but I know that traveling is difficult, and the only reason why and Peter do it is because they are jokers. Beside me, Michelle giggled. I'm sorry, I started talking your ear off.
No, don't apologize. I just thought your rambling was adorable.
Really? Most people seem to get annoyed when I start rambling.
I could have listened to you talk for hours.
You mean that? I still feel bad for rambling. Why don't you tell me a little about yourself, even at that, Wink.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I have been learning magic ever since Papa married Lily.
You have?
She's a good teacher. I don't think I'd get anywhere close to how good she is, but she says I've been doing really good. She taught me simple tricks, like making bubbles and small items.
That sounds really cute. Cool. Cute? Sorry, you're cute. I mean, I know, I'm
It's okay, don't worry so much. It is. Learning magic gives me something to look forward to. Oh, want to hear this one story where I almost set the entire garden on fire?
Yes? She started telling me the story of the garden mishap and then ended up telling me a few more. My personal favorite was the one where she made the floor in the halls extremely slippery with bubbles. Our conversation transitioned to basic chatter, telling each other more stories, and at some point Michelle started telling me court gossip. When I'm talking to her, it's so easy to lose track of time. When we weren't paying attention to where we were going, focusing only on conversation, we somehow ended up walking to a secluded area with the pond.
Hey, want to see a trick?
Sure. With a flick of her wrist, tiny glowing orbs appeared. They looked almost like fireflies. Oh, that's amazing, Michelle! She grinned at me.
It worked. I've been struggling on that one for a while.
You know, we wandered pretty far from the garden. Should we head back? She looked at me with a mischievous gleam in her eyes.
Why don't we go swimming?
But we have nothing to swim. I heard the rustle from the fabric of Michelle's dress and turned away as quickly as possible. What was she doing? This is happening. This is happening. This is happening. Why is she stripping? I wish I had actually listened to what my grandparents... I wish I'd listened to what my grandpa said all those years ago. Does she actually want to go swimming, or is that just a cover?
Machelino?
Blech. Well, it's hard to say that name without making it sound Italian.
You can look, you know. I'm still wearing clothes.
Ooh. I looked over at her cautiously, and she was, in fact, still wearing clothes. Good going, freaking out Machelino. I took a deep breath, calming down. Michelle got into the pond and beckoned me to follow her. I followed her lead, taking my clothes off and getting in after her.
Hey, Machelino?
Yeah? I turned to look at her and was splashed. The water felt refreshing. But I was not going to let this slide. I moved my arm across my body, water flowing, following my movement and managing to splash Michelle in the face.
You are so on?
Aww, it's cute. She swiped her hand across the surface of the water, aiming for my face. I placed my arms in front of my face. Water followed my movement, creating a small wall of water in front of me.
Hey, that's not fair!
I laughed as she desperately tried to get some water to hit me. It is fair. I'm using my resources. I managed to keep the wall up and use some water from the small waterfall to splash her. I could hear her giggles, but she looked at me and pretended to be mad.
You're cheating!
No, I just want to win.
You can't win because... Yeah, you can't win because you have to let me win. It's my birthday!
What? Why?
Because it's my birthday, I called it.
Honestly, I couldn't find a way to refuse that logic. I let the wall fall. When it did, it splashed both of us. I covered my face with my arms to stop water from getting in my eyes. When I looked again, I didn't see Michelle. Michelle? Rah! Michelle tackled me from behind, making us both go under. I swam back to the surface with Michelle still on my back. I wiped the water from my eyes and looked over my shoulder at her. She looked at me innocently.
I win.
I smiled softly at how happy she sounded. Yes, you did. Though I don't mind losing to you. Wink.
What does that mean?
You're the princess. I don't mind. I actually don't know. She giggled at my stupidity. God, this is embarrassing.
It's getting pretty late.
Is it really?
I think so. Would you like to head back?
That would be nice. She got off my back and climbed out of the pond. I got out after her.
Here, let me dry us off.
She twirled her finger, and in seconds we were both dry. We both got dressed and we made our way back to the palace.
Thank you for hanging out with me tonight, Marcellino.
No, thank you. I enjoyed the night.
I did too.
She looked off to the side. Michelle? She looked back up at me and... smooch. Mwah. She kissed my cheek. Wait, what? Why is she... Does this mean she's into me, or is it just a thank you?
Well, have a good night, Marcellino.
I stood there for a few moments in shock before turning around, only to be met with... Nobody caught your eye, huh? Yay! That was cute! And good! I love it! Oh! It's good. That was super sweet. I loved it. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Yeah. That's all I got. So, that was great. And this was great. And you guys are great. So, have a good day, everybody. Bye.